pala si Sir Mac Pogi. Halina't samahan niyo ako mag-enjoy at matuto ng math. Our topic for this video is about sets. Kaya naman sit back and relax. Ready, set, go!
Okay, so our topic for today is the introduction of sets. So let us first define what is a set. A set is a collection of objects, things, or symbols which are clearly defined or well defined. The groups are called sets for as long as the objects in the group share a characteristics and are thus well defined. For example, if we have the ruler, ball pen, a notebook. So this is a set. So since these three objects share a common characteristic, so these are all school supplies. School supplies. Okay, so this is the set of school supplies. So the individual objects in a set are called the members or elements of the set. So in the set of gadgets a while ago, we have ruler, ball pen, and notebook. So this symbol is used to indicate that an object is an element or member of the set. So which of the following sets are well defined? Letter A, the set of all large numbers. Is it well defined or not? So this is not well defined, since we don't know how large are those numbers. Next, letter B, the set of all multiples of 5. So this well defined? Okay. Yes. So since we can write 5, 10, 15, 20, okay, and so on and so forth. So this is well defined, since this is the set of all multiples of 5. Next, letter C, the set of nice people in your class. Is it clearly defined or not well defined? Okay, so this is not well defined. Bakit? Kasi yung iba nice sa'yo, pero sa iba hindi sila nice, right? So this is not well defined. Okay, so let's try this. Who am I? Number 1, add numbers from 1 to 10. Can you list down all the elements? Add numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so we have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Next, multiples of 3 from 1 to 10. Multiples of 3 from 1 to 10. So we have 3, 6, 9. Next, even numbers from 1 to 20. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So these are the even numbers from 1 to 20. Next, number 4, a team in NBA Finals 2021. This is the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. Okay. Next, name 3 elements in each of the given sets. Okay, so the municipalities in Laguna, so there are a lot of municipalities, but we have to name 3 elements. Can you name 3? We can have Nagcarlan, Anliliw, Rizal. Okay, so there are 24 municipalities in Laguna. Next, a COVID-19 vaccine branch. Okay, so we can have Pfizer, right? So can you name 3 elements? Okay, so those are the elements. Next is the subset. Okay, when we define a set, if we take pieces of that set, we can form what is called a subset. Example, we have the set 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the whole numbers from 1 to 5. So if we take pieces of this, so we could have subset of 1, 2, 3. Also, we could have a subset of 3, 4. Also 2, 3, 5, or even 1. So since all of the elements in the subset should be in the set. 1, 6 is not a subset since 6 is not in the parent set. So we have no 6 here. That's why 1, 6 is not a subset. And also remember that an empty set or a null set is always a subset of any set. A symbol for subset is this. So this is the symbol for subset. Next is the universal set. The universal set U is the set that contains all objects under consideration. For example, if in the set of school supplies, set of gadgets, so we could have the universal set as the objects. Next is the null set. What is the null set? The null set is an empty set. So, example, if H is the set of boys in an exclusive school for girls, so therefore, this school is exclusive for girls, therefore there are no boys in that school. Then H is called empty set since there were no boys in that school. So this is a null set. The null set is a subset of any set. This is the symbol for a null set or empty set, and also this. Okay, it will be used to refer to an empty set or null set. Next is the cardinality of a set. The cardinality of a set is the number of elements contained in that set. The cardinality of a set A is written as n of A. So therefore, we have the number of elements in set A. Okay. Set C is the set containing elements of the first 5 counting numbers. So if we write the elements of set C, we have the first 5 counting numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these are the elements, right? Okay, the subsets. Remember, an empty set is a subset of any set. Also, we could have 1. Okay, we could have a number with 1 element, that is 1. We could also have 2 elements. There are a lot. For example, is 3, 5. We could also have 3 elements. We could have 1, 2, 4. Or we could also have 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could also have all of the elements in the set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are a lot of subsets in this set. Okay. So the cardinality or the number of elements. So we will just count the number of elements in the set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number of elements in set C is 5. So that is the cardinality. Okay, next, determine all the possible subsets of each set. Okay, so for 1, 2, we have the null set. And then we can write the 1. We have 1 element. And also 2 is a subset. And also the 1, 2. So we have how many subsets? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 subsets. Next, for 1, 2, 3, we can have also the null set. Then the 1. Then 2 is also a subset. And also 3. Oh, this is 3. And also, we have 2 elements. 1, 2. Next is we have 2, 3. Next is we could have 1, 1, 3. And then the subset having 3 elements. So that is 1, 2, 3. So we have how many subsets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 subsets here. Okay, so how would we determine the number of subsets? So the formula is 2 raised to n, where n is the number of elements. For example, in this, for letter A, we have 2 raised to n, which is, we have 2 elements. That's why 2 squared is 4. So 4 is the number of subsets. Next, for letter B, 2 raised to n, we have how many elements for letter B? 1, 2, 3. So 2 cubed. So 2 cubed is equal to 8. So we have 8 subsets. Okay. So that is the introduction of the sets. So I hope na may natutunan kayo. Bye.